Hello everybody, and welcome to another game of Gloomhaven. Today we'll be doing Scenario 71. Sorry, I just had to start the recording now. We just went through a bunch of time figuring out which cards we're going to play with in the Diviner this time. Swapping in and out cards, but it was quite long, so I didn't start the recording yet. Some light generation. Does light actually matter? Doesn't. I'm not planning on ever using this, I'm just going to use this. I'm not planning on ever using this, I'm just going to use this. But I don't actually care about light. I just need light or dark, because I need either for this, and yeah, that's it. So light or dark is exactly the same. Always going to be one of these two cards. I think it's actually... Does it have to be dimensional transfer? Stun is probably better on this scenario than the shield 2 at this point. Yeah, I think I'd rather this. This is also nice movement. Teleport 4 is going to be very good on this scenario. Alright, this looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, great. So what did we bring in new today? Not so much, right? We just brought Careful Attunement at 6, Hand of Destiny at 8, 9, and Deep Contemplation at 8. So we made 3 card changes. And like I said, we'll make more extensive card changes tomorrow. Just that you'll have to pry through a Vortex from my cold dead fingers for this. Alright. There we go. So shuffle this, this. Items or anything like that. When you're like that, you're like that. So we actually can do our road event now. That way. It's a long haul. No, I don't want these. Alright. So then, I need to make some Mindthief changes. What do we not have? We don't have Porous Edge. Hostile Takeover is okay here. Probably not that good. Oh, I don't need Scurry. That was just for that scenario. Yeah, so this is our standard deck here. Yeah, I don't really care about the rest of the stuff, I think. Hostile Takeover is really only good against Sun Demons, and they can still do range attacks. We can outrange them, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright. So, where are we starting? Any of these 5 hexes? Huh? So the special rules for this scenario are: Strong Winds will force characters and character summons to move 1 hex in a different direction at the end of every round as a scenario effect. Okay, never mind. So we actually all ignore scenario effects. I learned this last time, that this actually, to pay attention to that scenario effect thing. Ignore negative scenario effects, ignore negative scenario effects, ignore negative scenario effects. That's a shame. I really think this is a very neat mechanic, actually. A bit fiddly, unfortunately, but still very neat. Alright, so we don't have to worry about that at all. So the Spitting Drakes on the map are asleep and do not act until they are woken up. Happens either when any character or character summon attacks, damages, places any negative condition on, or ends any movement, including the forced movement at the end of the round adjacent to the Drake. While a Drake is asleep, character summons will not attack them unless directly controlled by a player. When a Drake awakes, follow the rules as Vidya just spawned. Doors B, C, and D are locked. Door B opens when the first treasure tile is looted, door C opens when the second treasure tile is looted, and door D opens when the third treasure tile is looted. It is no scenario effects. Yeah, that makes more sense. Alright, so it's let's go about B's, our C's, and our D's, shall we? And to successfully complete the scenario, loot all treasure tiles, then all characters must escape through exit A. Start over here. Alright, let's grab all these letters. He is there. He is there. Or there. And C is there. Okay, so Cragheart, did you need to make some changes? I think we probably had a slightly different deck here as well. The deck looks mostly good. Do we want Explosive Punch maybe for an extra movement? Oh, this is our standard deck. So if there are no Woken Drakes, do you flip cards for them, or do you wait until one wakes up? You do not flip cards for them, you wait until they wake up. Because it says, I think, act as if they're revealed. All the rules if it had just been spawned. So when it's spawned, that's when you flip a card. It is true that it actually doesn't specify that they don't flip cards beforehand, which is a little bit weird. I mean, a little bit, like, kind of is a little bit of an oversight. Because technically it doesn't clarify that. I mean, I had never actually paid attention to that before, and I'd always, I guess, intuitively done it right because of the act as if they're spawned when you wake them up. But it is true that it doesn't actually say that you shouldn't flip cards for them. Yeah, that's true. Alright, anyway. So we don't have to worry about the force movement. Oh, they do flip a card each turn? Oh, interesting. So I guess I have done that wrong. So that is actually better for me. I mean, like, it's better. So I've actually made it harder for myself. Because, yeah, like you said, you actually do know what they'll do. Just are present on the board. Okay, alright. Never mind. My bad. So I've actually played this one incorrectly. Thank you, Marcel. Alright. So we've got this Wind Demon to deal with. Got a bunch of things coming from there. We don't need to worry about those so much. I don't really know exactly how we're going to start our positioning. The Wind Demon is the first thing to deal with. We need to move a fair amount to hit it. And probably just move with this and attack with Mind's Weakness, getting it set up, because we've kind of got to get... Fine. I mean, whatever. I'm still going to try to beat the scenario. For now, I can actually do this. This makes more sense. Kind of cheesy, but it is what it is. We need to create dark for the Mindthief. Do... with what? Not so easy, actually. I mean, I guess we actually can. We can just hammer that thing from here. This. No, even if it pulls one, that's not an issue. It normally just pulls one. It won't put us next to the Drake. It means we can't move up to... or remove a fair amount. 1, 2, 3. Could actually teleport down to here. That's not bad. We love some void teleports. It just kind of gets us out of the way, like a lot more space for people to move up. Because I don't want to run the risk of like having moved up to here and then getting pulled. Although I guess we're likely going to go after. But yeah, I think maybe just doing this teleport is fine. Ooh, no, but I want to keep the element generation. Because I actually need the elements, and I'm creating a dark from the Mindthief here. So let's actually just use Dimensional Divide to move. In that case, no reason not to just go a bit earlier. Alright, what does the Cragheart do? This Cragheart doesn't really have setup to do, so we know that this is going to die to the Mindthief. Hold on, let's reread this. Okay, no. Because placing a rock here is actually very useful because it would force... I mean, I guess everything flies. So actually nothing is ever walking through the trap anyway. Man, I have a lot to do. This is what happens when one of your allies is executing something, huh? I mean, I guess we're just gonna... Oops. We can just heal someone who takes damage here. And move a fair amount. Yeah, honestly, just doing this move is fine. This also gives us late initiative to make sure we go after and get... Okay. Let's go. Demon's going at 9. So, not moving. Not gonna have anyone to heal, I guess. Range 4, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, so hitting nothing. Okay. Healing themselves, and they have no wind to consume to go invisible. Alright, wind demons are done. So now the diviner goes. So we're gonna do, I guess we can move first. Teleport forward to any unoccupied hex within 4 hexes of you. Shield 1, affect all allies within range 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna use the top of Call of the Nether, creating dark, and just doing an attack 0, hitting this wind demon. Attack 0 curse. At you. I think that's 3 shield, right? Yes. So no damage, it gets muddled, that doesn't really matter. We give them 1 total curse. We're done. Sun demons go. Ah, son of a... Alright. So... I'm gonna have to use a potion, and I'm gonna create fire. That's really annoying as well, because I need the dark for the Mindthief. It's pretty important. It's just the easiest way to take care of this quickly, which is pretty useful. Okay, sun demons go. They're gonna consume our fire and create light. So they have move 4 for the elite, move 3 for the regulars. We not properly set up. Oh, they're all regulars, they're no elites. Okay, so they'll all move 3s and they have range 3s. Close. We'll do numerical order. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Range. Okay, there we go. Man, Planner Fisher, how are you? Oh god, you would have been so glorious here. All right. So Sun Demons are done. Spitting Drakes don't go, none of them are active. And now the Mindthief goes. So we're gonna use the bottom of Creative Overload, do a move 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. We're going further down here just to keep ourselves out of range of the Sun Demons. Real advantage to go far up. And then we're going to activate Phantasmal Killer. On your melee attacks, consume dark to kill 1 normal instead. So we're just going to kill this. Bit of a shame. We're gonna try not to abuse this too much. Intentionally avoiding abusing. But here, which is such a clean way to kill the Wind Demon. It was just by itself. Alright. Active. Done. There. Okay, so now the Cragheart goes. I mean, it's like we could go here and do a massive boulder on this. No, this would damage this as well. That would be bad. Okay. So what we're going to do, Drake activate. This one? No. We haven't stopped next to it. Oh, you're talking about the massive boulder. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. When you move past, no, it's only when you end a movement. On the map are asleep and do not happen when any character or character summon attacks, damages, places any icon conditioned, or ends any movement, including the forced movement at the end of the round adjacent to Drake. So you can move past them, you just can't finish there. Never played this before? Oh, okay. Alright, so we have the bottom massive boulder as a move 4. 1, 2, 4 to here. And normally this is complicated a bit by the fact that the wind is constantly shifting your characters around, because like if you were here but then you have to do like a force movement up or force movement right, well right you could actually say like I'm going, then you have to like force movement up, then it moves you into a spot and then boom, broken up, you know. But with all of our characters ignoring the force movement, it does kind of eliminate that aspect a little bit from the scenario. Okay, and so then we're going to use the top of Rumbling Advance. We create Earth. We've no one to heal, but we'll put a Bless in the Mindthief's deck. Alright, and that's the end of the round. I could Endurance Potion it, but I think it's actually fine just to get a Bless in Earth. So what are we up to now? So then having light is a little bit worrisome. We do need to get this chest, but maybe we can just grab this chest. I'm actually sure that it's good to grab this chest early. Last time we grabbed this chest, but then we kind of get like... I mean, then we can kind of rush into here and fight from here and then fight out. But... But then we end up having to fight all the enemies in this room at the same time we're fighting these Sun Demons. The problem is we do need the Sun Demons to move towards us. It's a little bit difficult to approach them because it's kind of this narrow choke. We do want them to approach us. We have light here, so we can just use that to do some deck stacking, I suppose. And I'm actually just going to play Careful Attunement as a bottom, most likely to Endurance Potion back. So I wanted to consume their light quickly. Alright. I think I'm going to do Rock Slide late here. I'm going to just wait for them to move up and hopefully drop some rocks to damage them. The rocks don't really block them from moving since they fly, so that's not very useful. So I can just undo it however I want. And I suppose I'll use Cataclysm bottom. I'm most likely just going to Endurance Potion it back here because I have an odd hand size. We have the Earth, and there's the possibility of using that to move significantly here. For some reason, we need to move a lot. Alright, with a move 4 jump, I guess plus Boots of Striding, yeah, we can easily reach something. So let's do that. So we're not going to have Dark probably again anytime soon, so we can actually just use Shared Nightmare to move here. I don't want to keep Feedback Loop because there's the possibility the jump and late initiative will still be really important. We're going to have late initiative here no matter what because we're using the Mind's Weakness. Again, I don't foresee using Shared Nightmare top. I mean, I guess the real question is, should I actually be bothering with setting up Mind's Weakness rather than just executing? But like I said, I don't want to cheese the scenario. I want to actually play. That just like, you know, if I just use executes the entire scenario, it's going to make Hand of Destiny a lot less interesting as well. It's better to actually attack. So let's go. To be clear, though, we are doing this not because we think it's the best thing to do, but because it's the most interesting. All right. What are they doing? -1 movement, but 4 range, huh? So 2 movement, 4 range. How close does that get you? 95. We're not able to move up much. This one's always hitting us. The other 2 shouldn't hit us if we don't move up much. Pretty annoying, though. We don't even get to go after them. Alright. So the Diviner goes first. So we're going to use the top of Hand of Destiny. We're going to consume Light. Reveal the top 3 cards of all attack modifier decks and place any number of them on the bottom of their respective decks and the rest on the top in any order. Here we get to do 5. Glorious. I guess it's also better that we cut some of our curses since we're playing with this. I mean, this is good to stack curses afterwards, but it's also like putting curses into their deck also makes this worse because then we reshuffle. All right. Top 5 cards for all decks. Yes. This is fun. Ooh, a crit. So we don't want the crit right away. Do definitely want the rolling with the crit. We're not creating ice this turn. So we can do ice first into this because we don't want the crit right away because we're most likely attacking with Mind's Weakness, which is only an attack 3. I'd rather have the crit for a bigger attack. So probably doing something like this is going to be reasonable. Okay. Crag. Ooh, knowing when we have that is nice. Oh, I can put cards on the bottom. Woo! Man, I'm so used to being able to look at 5 cards. It means they all have to go back on top. What the heck happened here? All right. Anyway, I wanted the +1 on the bottom. Man, this is a glorious effect. There's no doubt about that. All right. All right. So what do we want here? We want this on the bottom. That's a given. I think I don't really want +1s. I think I can do better than that. So I think I'll put all these on the bottom. I'll take the +1 immobilize, especially because it combines pretty well with the guaranteed push. Go like this. Like this. And go like this. Alright, there we go. So then on the Diviner. The +2 of the Mindthief not over the crit. I mean, sorry, I don't completely understand the question. I mean, putting the +2 before the crit? Generally having the crit sooner is going to be better. Because, like, the sooner we deal more damage, the sooner more things die. Or is it weaker than the average? +2 or the crit. I mean, this crit is a bless, so it doesn't get reshuffled. I mean, our deck's not going to reshuffle. Sorry. Maybe zoomed out or whatever. Yeah, I understand what you're thinking. Because no, this is the bless that we added to our deck from the Cragheart. Yeah, I understand what you mean now. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're right. So what Marcel's trying to say is if this was a regular crit, yeah, sorry, I said crit because it's just like a 2 times, but it's true that it's a bless, not a crit. I guess I should be more clear. Anyway, yeah, Marcel's point here would have been that if this was the normal crit, which would reshuffle, it would generally be better for us to put the +2 above it. This way we guarantee the +2 before shuffling our deck, in case we didn't do enough multi-targets to get both of them. But yeah, as here it is actually the bless, it's not getting us a reshuffle, so I'd rather have this sooner, do more damage faster. And then I still get the +2 no matter what. Alright, well, we'll put the miss on bottom. Also, definitely put a +1 regular on bottom. +1 shield any ally. How good is that? Can be good knowing this is coming, but I don't think we even have the initiative to go before monsters at this point, really, anyway. With an attack. We actually don't even have any attacks left, except maybe Ethereal Vortex. Knowing that you have this is pretty good. So could we potentially do like an early Ethereal Vortex? What are we? We're most likely Endurance. Oh yeah, well, we'll be Endurance pushing this. We can even go as early as 7. Yeah, alright, this can definitely be good then. Let's keep that. Probably sooner. No, it's probably better to get the +3s. Alright. There we go. And their deck as well. Man, I do love this effect. Oh, this is just great. This is great. Good morning, the Bearded Finch. Alright, so we'll put this on bottom. And this on bottom. We'll do -1/-1 into miss. So basically, the moral of the story is you can't go wrong with the level 9 cards. Because like I said, Planner Fisher is actually insane. And was better than I thought it would be, but this is also as good, if not better than I thought it would be. Like, this is just an insane effect, right? Stacking all the decks. Especially if you're gonna put someone bottom, this is crazy. Level 9 cards the way they're supposed to be. Alright. So that was pretty good for us. So we still have this bottom here, like I said. No real reason to use this. It's also the bottom of Careful Attunement is worse with Hand of Destiny. Well, I guess like if we know something's coming, we can use this with this, I suppose. But we're also not going to let anything. I mean, no, there's no reason because we just put that stuff on bottom with this. Yeah, this is better with like Envision, where you stack 5 and then have to leave things on top. Because Hand of Destiny can put stuff on bottom. We don't care about this effect so much. But anyway, it's a move 3 with 17 initiative, right? Okay, so we're going to here. We're going to Endurance Potion this because we want to keep this good initiative later. This does give us a move 2. Yeah, I actually want money the most on the Diviner, so I'll move up to this point. Alright, Spitting Drakes don't do anything. Wind Demons are moving. Wind Demons have 4 only regulars. 4 to there. Not hitting anything though. Yeah, so now the Mindthief's up. So we gotta move 5. Ugh. How very obnoxious. The Cragheart actually needs to make it to here, so the Mindthief can't really move at all. I've been wanting to catch your Diviner stream for a while. How's it going? It's going pretty well. You have battle goals, the extra gold in case you're full. So yeah, I would actually be able to get that. So I didn't actually take battle goals. I kind of haven't been messing with that too much. Technically, I could get the extra gold with the Diviner, which would be worthwhile. So, unfortunately, for the Cragheart and the Mindthief, I'm not actually full on check marks. It's just I have perks that I don't want. The Diviner actually can't gain any more check marks, so there I would technically be able to get that gold, but I kind of forget. I have a tendency to forget the battle goals anyway, so maybe tomorrow I will remember to grab it for the Diviner. It's a little bit late now. Anyway, Bearded Finch is going well. I'm happy you're here. Unfortunately, this is kind of like... so this is the last week we're going to be streaming with the Diviner. We're going to write our guide this weekend. And this week, so today and tomorrow, today's going to be a short stream. Tomorrow, hopefully, will be a full stream. We're experimenting with the different cards that we didn't take the first time through, like on a run to 9, taking the cards that I think are the best, so that we can give kind of a fair chance to some of the other cards. All right. So let's figure this out again. So it's 2 movement for the Sun Demons. I guess this one can max go... Well, I guess this one will go there. So range 4 from there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. The Cragheart needs to go to here, which is really annoying. It means the Mindthief can't move at all. That is really annoying. Would being here be better? Now it's the exact same distance. Really getting blocked here. Because basically we don't want to take extra hits from the Sun Demons for nothing, even if we know that there are -1s coming. They still... Oh, they have advantage on their attacks. Oh yeah, we definitely don't want them making many attacks here. Oh no! Oh, no, I did put these in the wrong order. This was actually the order that I intended. So they'll get a -1 no matter what. Well, I'll look forward to the guide. Yeah, should be done soon. Well, not done soon. Should be working on it this weekend and have it out hopefully on Monday. Unfortunately, it's gonna be like, I mean, I want to create a guide for this class anyway because I create guides for most class. It's gonna be a maybe one of the least useful guides that I make, simply because it's based around playing like OG Gloomhaven, not Forgotten Circles. Obviously, Forgotten Circles is a lot different the way it plays and the way like the things the diviner has to do than OG Gloomhaven is. Obviously, I intend on clarifying this in the guide. So this guide will be good if you're planning on playing OG Gloomhaven with the diviner. If you're planning on playing Forgotten Circles, unfortunately, I can't really help you with that since I'm not going to get to play Forgotten Circles for a while still. Okay, so yeah, we unfortunately then I don't get to attack either. All these great things to attack with. Drakes are really annoying me, but it's not worth waking one up for nothing. Can't go to here and I can't make it behind it. All right, so I'm just gonna activate the mind's weakness and do nothing with Shared Nightmare. Playing Diviner and OG right now. Fair enough. Cool. I mean, I know some people will certainly will. Alright, so we got Cataclysm as a move 3. No reason to consume the earth here. It really matters one way or another. And then we're going to use the top of Rock Slide. So creating a new earth. Dropping some rocks. 1, 2, 3. Because if we move up to here, get attacked by one more, which loses the miss, which is not good. We would get to hit this with that as well, but yeah, I think this is fine. And this is really underwhelming. Alright, so we get 2 direct damage to both of those. Oh, I can't even place that there. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh my god, I can actually do nothing? God, this is really annoying. Can't even place that there. Oh, alright. I'm just so excited to even get to touch 2 things. Because if I place here, this wakes this up. If I go up to here and place this, I get hit by another Sun Demon, which means we lose the miss. I mean, so I don't think you have to take every card that says Rift on it, but to me, the Rifts have been really good. People like to say, like, the Rift build or the Curse build, or, like, deck stacking build, stuff like that. But, yeah. Where's the path? It said Rifts has big paths at 4, 7, and 9. What is the path at 4 for Rifts? Oh, this, like, the phase. Strength thing is at higher levels. No, Rift doesn't pay at 4. You're thinking at 5? There's nothing to do with Rifts at 4. The Immobilizing Moon is at level 5. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 5, 7, and 9. Although, in my mind, the biggest payoff for Rifts is a level 1. That's not really true. Maybe it's 7. That's okay. I know you're working on a lot of things at the same time, so your brain's probably a little bit overburdened with Gloomhaven stuff. Alright. Such a terrible turn. These things are really being annoying for us, huh? How am I ever even approaching them is the biggest issue. That's 7 Lash Session? Ooh, nice. Fear of Vortex is amazing. I refuse to give it up for this scenario. Even though I'm testing other stuff. We're also just doing nothing, huh? Also didn't need to move to here. The Mindthief could have. Alright. So I guess I'm just staying where I am. Not playing Rock Slide. There's no real reason. Can't place them anywhere meaningful. I guess I'm actually just going to Endurance Potion Rock Slide back then instead of Cataclysm. Man, this sucks. Alright, Sun Demons go. -1 movement, so 2. 1, 2. 2. Remove 1. So this just needs to move to here because of my surrender earlier than the Cragheart. The Drakes don't have to be killed. No, the goal for the scenario is simply to grab all 3 chests and make it at the exit. I'm just trying to avoid killing the Drakes. At this point, it's inconveniencing me enough that it probably would have been just better to fight this one Drake, but I don't know. I'm kind of a little pot committed now, I think. Okay. So number 5 attacks the Diviner. I just really need the Sun Demons to have moved up. Doing range attack is pretty annoying, but they're almost out of range attacks now. They've only got one more. So makes an attack 4 advantage, flips 2 -1s. So we take 3 damage on fine. Okay. I'm gonna go refill my water quickly. I shall be right back. All right, back. Sorry about that. Okay. So, obviously, haven't advanced our goals at all here. Also, haven't placed any rifts, so we're not really attacking anytime soon, huh? Wait a second. I'm an idiot. So, I mean, Marcel, I'm gonna need your ruling on this one, but I'm pretty sure this is correct. I guess I should double check in the FAQ, but I don't think there'll be clarification. So the Drakes wake up when any character or character summon attacks, damages, or places any negative condition on, or ends any movement, including the forced movement at the end of the round, adjacent to a Drake. I can actually move one of these Drakes with Fount, for example, without it waking, I believe. Which is a little bit silly thematically. But let's check the rulebook to see if there's anything like that. I think it's because in base Gloomhaven, I'm not actually sure it's possible to push something or to force move. No, it is actually, because yeah, there's the bottom of Black Hole, level 9 diviner, or level 9 Spellweaver card. Well, thank you. All right, so this is scenario 71. Force movement. If the wind force moves a character to the right or left, and there, no. All right. Yeah, I mean, rules is written. I think this is a correct interpretation. Oh my god, that's a lifesaver. If we can move this Drake out of the way. All right. I'm not quite sure if push and pull is not considered as a negative condition in a way. Is it actually considered a condition? I think it's considered an attack effect though, right? Not a condition. Let's see. Yeah, it's not actually a condition. You see, this is the attack effects section, which is where push and pull are, whereas conditions are actually down here. So I don't believe it could be considered a condition. These are positive conditions. So this is the following are negative conditions: poison, wound, immobilize, disarm, stun, muddle, curse. So yeah, I think this is a correct interpretation. Maybe in the FAQ, but I don't believe. Anyway, I'm sticking with my understanding of it at this point because I believe it is correct. There we go. And that means we got an out to not being blocked in here for a second. All right, I'll give you a second. Well, plan the rest. We'll plan accordingly. So we're gonna use Fount. We might as well just use our Disarm Rift as well. I don't really see anything else to do here with the top. I don't want to do any of this stuff. I don't really care about doing this right now. Okay, so we're gonna place like Rift here and pull this down here to get this out of the way, so we can then move up and fight up here a little bit more easily. We don't have any elements just yet. We can't easily attack wound this either. plus range. Can do a giant attack though if we do another attack first. How much health does that thing have left? It has 9 health left. And Frigid Apparition attacks as a 4. Plus 2 is 6. So we go plus 1, 7, crit 14. Yeah, that's a one-shot still. Then we can do the other attack on something else. We need to draw this out first. We do like... but the initiative... No, this works if we just do the 29. Yeah? But then our initiative is the initiative relative to the Spinning Drake. So if I could use this for initiative plus my boots, what does this top do? No, this is not where I want to be at. I have compass here. Wait, we've got the Doom Compass as well. So there actually should be the Divine. I mean, there are a lot of instances of this sort of thing. Can we compass a sleeping drake? Can you pull up the rule of the scenario again? Yep, sure. The spinning drakes are asleep and do not act until they are woken up. This happens either when any character or character summon attacks, damages, places any negative condition on, or ends any movement, including the forced movement at the end of the round adjacent to a drake. While Drake is asleep, character summons will not attack them unless directly controlled by a character. When a drake awakes, follow the rules as if it had just been spawned. No, but like I said, Marcel, it actually does exist. Oh, maybe you mean when this was created? Because the Diviner's not the only instance. So first of all, we have the Doom Compass, which exists in OG Gloomhaven. When the scenario was created. Gotcha. I understand what you mean. Okay. I see. It is a guest scenario. Oh, okay. So it was... you're right. I see. Okay. Yeah, I do agree that it is probably an oversight, because it does seem a little nonsensical that you can move something without waking it. I mean, we could maybe believe it with the Diviner, especially if you like teleport something, you know, it doesn't realize that it's actually been moved. But like if you create a black hole which sucks it across the battlefield, probably wakes up, right? Anyway, we're gonna play rules as written for now, but I would definitely make a recommendation that this should be FAQ'd. So we can do that. I guess we're just gonna go at 29 initiative and hope we don't get by the wind demons. Should be okay though. At least they're not disarming. As it is not in the rules for now, force movement works. Yep. Alright. What are we up to? We want this, right? I wanna like Cragheart smash. That's this and this. Yeah. Cragheart smash. We're gonna go later. Our plan is basically to jump up and hit a Sun Demon really, really hard, knowing that we have all that extra smash. But we'd rather go later so that hopefully all the Sun Demons, like, they might go before us and move up and not attack us. We don't want that. You're wrong. You're playing it wrong. Playing what wrong? By making Cragheart smash? Alright, I think we're good. Not moving again, but at least they're not attacking us. And they're doing their heal at least before we go. Fair enough. Wind Demon's going before the 29. Yeah, that is what it is. Alright. So the Diviner's first at 21. There's no reason to change our initiative. Actually, the Sun Demons are first. This game is Gloomhaven. Not really a new player stream today, unfortunately. But if you want to find out more information on it, you can search Gloomhaven on Google, or type in like Gloomhaven space BGG or Gloomhaven subreddit, and either of these can provide you a lot more information. It is a tactical dungeon crawler with a campaign-based tactical dungeon crawler. Best way to phrase it. And it is the #1 rated designer board game in the world. And it's quite fun. And this is a free mod of it on Tabletop Simulator. It's also quite fun. Although no actual substitute for playing the physical game, it's still very good. Both are very, very good. Okay. But here we're quite far into the camp. Well, pretty far into a new campaign, let's put it that way. Alright, so Sun Demons go first. I guess they actually do have some healing to do, huh? Yeah, I guess both these are missing health. Oh no, we never actually did the damage. They shouldn't actually be missing. We never actually dropped the rock. But not missing health after all. Okay. The Wind Demons are gonna go. Oh no! Oh no! The Diviner goes before the Wind Demons. Oh god. Oh! I forgot about that. But I guess it was fine. We always knew it was fine. We're going at 21. Okay, so the Diviner goes first. That could have been so bad. So we're going to use the bottom of Revitalizing Fount, place 1 Rift token on any unoccupied hex within range 3, and then we do pull 2, target 1 enemy within range 3 of any Rift token, and pull them toward that Rift token. So we're going to create a Rift token here, pull you. Then we're going to use the top of Void Snare, place 1 Rift token on any unoccupied hex within range 3. When any enemy enters the hex containing a Rift token, this round gains disarm. I'm not sure this is actually going to do anything here, but there's no reason not to do it. Let's see. Maybe. Which range do the Wind Demons have? They have 4 range? There. Yeah, I can still hit. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. I'm still going to place a Rift. I guess I'll put the Rift here then. Because you never know. Ethereal Vortex and all that. Alright. So the Wind Demons go. So this one will first attack the Cragheart. So Cragheart's going to get pulled. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so the first attack on the Cragheart from that Wind Demon, creating wind, miss. Cragheart gets pulled 1. This needs to be here, attacks the Cragheart, will get pulled to there as well. Ooh, we got a helmet. No biggie. Alright, so this is an attack for 4 in the end. Take 4 damage. Alright, so now the Mindthief's up. You silly Cragheart, you. Gosh darn. No. No! What does the trap do? It's a damage trap. Whatever, we're taking it. God, this is so frustrating. Oh, we're never getting to attack. It's such a choke point. Alright, here we go. We're just walking into the trap. Just gonna casually walk in the trap. We got a bunch of healing potions. We'll be fine. Alright. We're gonna use the bottom of Dark Frenzy as a move 3. 1, 2, 3. Plus we're going to use. I'm extremely upset because someone said. Oh, is this like a reference to the subreddit that someone mentioned? Sorry, I have not been on the subreddit in like 3 weeks. I know that it's terrible as a moderator, but it's way too busy for time right now. And we've got a great moderation team coming together right now, so I've been able to shirk my responsibilities for a little bit. And hello, Dwarf. Plus boots writing. Move to here. We lose a card to negate this damage. 9 damage is a lot. I can also just heal. I think I'll just actually just do the healing now. These things don't really wound much, so I'll just take 1 damage. I take 9 from the trap, and then I heal for 8. Okay, and then we do attack through range 3, creating ice. We're going to get ice with our modifier as well. So we know we're going to get an attack 5. We certainly don't want disadvantage here. Probably better on the Sun Demon than the Wind Demon. The Sun Demons are probably a little bit more threatening than the Wind Demons. So we'll make an attack 5. I mean, attack 3, range 3, targeting Sun Demon number 2. Also has 1 life shield. Maybe 2. I think 1 life. Level plus 2, so that's 5. This thing has 2 shields, so it takes damage. 12. Okay, and then we use the top of Frigid Apparition. An attack 4 plus the Mind's weakness. This makes this an attack 6. If I kill this. Now 7 doubled 14 has effective 17 life. Cannot. Let's just hit the Wind Demon. Alright, so we're going to attack the Wind Demon with Frigid Apparition. So again, an attack 4 plus Mind's weakness is 6, 7, and we get a Bless. So 7 becomes 14. This thing has 11 health and 3 shield, so exactly a 1-shot. Oh, deck stacking. I've been liking Diviner after approximately 4 scenarios in OG Gloomhaven. I tried playing it as a Curse and Model Machine at first, but felt like it worse. And okay. I've been enjoying the deck manipulation riffs a lot more since I embraced them. Okay. So we're done here. Now the Cragheart's up next. So the Cragheart is going to use the bottom of Meteor as a move 4 jump. Where do we want to go? It has to be here. And we didn't need to. Yeah. We can't go here. This wakes this Drake. Going here, we can't push this meaningfully. We can go to either of these two spots. I guess we'd rather leave the melee spot for the Mindthief. So let's actually just go to here. All this movement for nothing. Yeah, Marcel, one of the people who wrote a guide for the class, I think, made a guide based around just focusing all on the curse stuff, but I agree. I would never consider cursing as the goal of the build. But I think that's why people try that. Okay, so we're going to make an attack 3, targeting this Sun Demon here. We will be using the push. We have a push 2, momentum, +2 push, and a +1 immobilize. Let me immobilize. So our 3 becomes a 4. This thing has 2 shield, so 4 does 2 damage, and we have 4 total push. For each hex, you cannot push the target because of a wall or an obstacle. The target suffers 2 damage and you gain 1 experience. Not starting with the experience. We basically get 8 direct damage plus the 2 extra from our attack, so we get 10 total damage here. Not too shabby. Okay, and Spitting Drakes are still not awake. So what next? I guess if we have an element, we could use the bottom of this. I wouldn't mind using this here. Get to do it on Wind Demons and Sun Demons. Not bad. Obviously, there's the risk that they should flip a shuffle. Mindthief actually does not need to move. We can still hit this one, then we can do a stun wound on one of the others. That's got to be better. I think base to us has 5 health left. We have a +2. +2 is 4. Also, if we use like a base attack, yeah, it's 6. That works. We do this, I guess this, and that leaves us with these 2 next turn. Yeah, that works well enough. We don't have our Boots of Striding anymore, so we're going to be limited by just 2 movement. But that would still allow us to go like or something. Yes, makes sense. And the top of this is a 2 plus Mind's weakness is 4 plus the modifier is a 6. 6 here. Oh no, that doesn't kill. That's 1 off killing. That is not good enough. Alright. So in that case we should actually use this top instead. This should kill. So then the first attack will be a poison attack. I mean, we don't actually know for sure that it kills, but first attack will be a poison attack. 5, which will then do 3 damage to it. So I'll have 2 health left and be poisoned. So we'll be attacking for 4 with having 2 health, so we just need a +0 or better. Yeah. So this should go. Kill here, plus wound stun on one of these 2. What's the Cragheart up to next? Oh. Blindest of Destruction. We might as well strengthen ourselves before attacking here. Yes. Alright. So we're not actually creating an element, but we can certainly potion for an element. I'll just wait on the deck stacking. Not such a hurry. There a Vortex, we're not anywhere near. Wanting to use the top. What are we actually doing for tops here? I guess we can stun another one of the enemies. Stun invis one of them. We go after the Cragheart though, who's going at 21. We don't want to go too late either. Has it cooled off any over there? Yes, it has. Today it is actually what the temperature is today, but it feels fine. We don't even have the air conditioning running in here. I think it's like 28, 29 degrees, which I'll say in freedom temperatures, maybe 27. Nice. Yeah, looks like it's smooth. I mean, hopefully smooth sailing up just until we leave. 27, 20, or 27, 30, 30, 29, 32, 32, 28, 27, 27, 30, etc. Yeah, so, I mean, these are perfectly reasonable summer temperatures. Let's see. C2F. Yeah, in freedom degrees, it's 80 degrees today. I We get up to like 86 tomorrow. Obviously very reasonable. I actually haven't read any guides for Diviner. Party comp started with so curses seem natural synergistic after that class retired. They didn't stand on their own, gotcha, but had great success with the lost effect of bad omens in our last session though. Combined with a big deck manipulation cards, made a few verses go a long way. Nice. Not too hot there stateside anymore either. I guess it never got quite as bad as here, but I know that it was not cool. The only thing we would be able to stun is this, so we'll like. So this affects Invis. So I guess it doesn't matter if we go before, if we stun the. Our plan is to stun the Wind Demon. We go here, we stun Invis the Wind Demon. The Cragheart hits. Oh, this wakes this up. No, we can use the compass to move this out of the way. We'll compass this out of the way. Oh, Model, gotcha. Mindthief will stun wound this one. Cragheart will hit this with blind destruction. Yeah, this works. Okay, do it. Nice. No reshuffles. Ah, but we're not actually doing the deck stacking this turn. Ah, no. This turn we get no reshuffles. Brutal. Okay. The Mindthief's up first. We're going to begin by using the top of Corrupting Embrace to attack the adjacent Sun Demon. So we fill up +2. So we do 2, 1, 3, 5 plus poison. So 3 actual damage, but 2 it's poisoned. Then we make the second attack. I want to attack for muddle or higher. Uh-oh. Okay. Didn't need quite so much, but we'll take it. Alright, so we kill that. We need to do those attacks first because we wanted to make sure we got that +2 on an attack that actually really mattered. Then we're going to use the bottom perverse edge, creating a new. Oh, I'm an idiot. God, I'm an idiot. I forgot we hit the ice. Man, it has been too long since I played. So I actually didn't need to use Corrupting Embrace there. I could have just used the other attack feedback loop. Kind of okay to have feedback loop. Actually, probably not, though, because I want to use this bottom anyway. I don't know. It gets us flexibility next turn. But I forgot that I had ice that I'd actually created last turn. I could have used Frigid Blade, which is 2 more attacks. So I would have been able to get the guaranteed attack with the +2 that I knew was on top without needing to use my better top attack Corrupting Embrace. It was a bit of a mistake there. Okay, so anyway, we use the bottom first edge, we create ice, we do an attack 1, range 3, wound, stun, targeting Sun Demon, I think number 2. Yeah. You have wind? You do have wind. That's a little bit scary, but you're going to be stunned by the Diviner. Alright. So hitting Sun Demon number 2 here. Man, they just keep popping off with these range attacks, huh? A little bit annoying. Alright, here we go. Value of this doesn't matter so much. Oh, brutal. Gosh. This is what happens when you don't stack your deck, for the record. So our 1 crits into a 2. Still no damage. Grab one of these, but I guess we can. So we stun and wound this. Brutal. Really brutal. Alright. So now we have the Diviner who goes. We go at 17. We're going to use the bottom of Careful Attunement. Move 3, when any ally, and this might actually do something this turn. When any ally within range 3 is attacked this round, consider any positive or 2 times attack modifier card the enemy draws to be a +0 instead. 1, 2, 3 to here. And then we use the top of Dimensional Transfer, so we create dark, and we invisible and stun target 1 enemy or affect 1 ally with this. Wind Demon number 6. Okay, so the next up is the Cragheart. We're going to use the bottom blunt force. I want to move up at all. I'm not sure that I do. I think I actually don't. So I'm going to stay where I am. I do need to move first though because strengthen. I'm going to go ahead and use my compass. During your turn, force an enemy within range 5 to perform a move 2 action with you controlling the action. I have this here, do a move 2 action to here to get it out of the way so it doesn't get woken up by the damage from blind destruction here. And then I'm going to attack with blind destruction. I'm going to go ahead and pop my minor power potion here because I think I want all the damage I can get. This is kind of like the toughest fight we'll have probably. Actually, I'm not even sure, but still. So this gives us an attack 5, range 4. All allies and enemies adjacent to the target suffer damage equal to the damage the target suffers. We're going to hit Sun Demon number 2 here. Have advantage because 2 is good. So 5 becomes 7. Minus 2 for the shield means 5 actual damage here. Putting us down to 7 means 5 actual damage to this. And 5 actual damage to this. Pretty good. Okay, so the Wind Demons go. 1 is invisible sun, so it just loses both of these. Okay. Then the Sun Demons go. They do many element and create light. We'll have wind, light. We're gonna do move 3, attack 4, range. Or it's just gonna lose the sun. Damage from its wind. Where is this rift? Oh, we must have got flanked. No, it was here, I believe. No, we moved on top of the rift. Step over. Okay. Anyway. And from there, you can hit Cragheart. 1, 2, 3 to there. Cragheart. There attacks the Cragheart. Hold on. Where were these before? I think they were there and there, right? 1, 2 to attack the Cragheart. Yeah. I was worried about that they could have attacked the Mindthief, but not actually. Because here it doesn't make it, and here would be 3 movement, whereas here it's only 2. This one has only 3 movement, so it can only, here it couldn't. Both these can only hit the Cragheart. This one, however, can move up to here and hit the Mindthief, because the Mindthief was earlier in the round. Okay, so we have 2 attacks on the Cragheart, and then 1 attack on the Mindthief. All these are with advantage. Yeah, so careful attunement bottom actually going to be decent here. Oh, so this is just a +0 and so 4. So the first 2 are on the Cragheart, right? 4 damage to the Cragheart. Okay, 4 damage to the Cragheart. And we have a helmet anyway. So this actually blocked 2 damage here. Not bad. For 17 initiative, move 3. Not every day that you attack enemies who attack, or you get attacked by enemies who attack advantage, but yeah. 4 damage there. Okay, Spitting Drakes don't do anything. I want to drop rocks here for sure. But I have advantage still. Better to drop rocks on their turn. It's just for now I can basically damage all the enemies. I can even break this, which is actually pretty convenient. Yeah, I think it's better to attack now while we have strength. So our plan is going to be like this. This is our 2 tops, so these are our 2 bottoms. We'll go earlier here. Alright. I don't even know what we're doing here, but we're going to play this and see. Makes sense to press early, and us we think of a turn. Go. Now they do this. Jeez. We're finally on top of them? That's really unfortunate. Alright. That's actually, that could be really bad. Taking some damage here. So the Mindthief is up first. Creating Earth is actually good. Ooh. Yeah, I think this makes no sense. I'm going to use the bottom of Empathetic Assault. I'm going to do a move 2, going 1, 2 to here. I'm going to create Earth. Strengthen myself. And heal self for 2. Then I get to use the top of feedback loop, which is a 2 plus 4 from Mind's weakness. Plus we're going to ice with our frigid blade to make an attack 6. We're going to make an attack 6, hitting Frost Demon number 6. Try to stun it. Yeah, we need a crit or a rolling +1 into a +2 to kill it otherwise. That's probably worth stunning it. Again, this is pretty tough fighting. It's not doing the most dangerous thing. The Sun Demons are more dangerous, but I can't actually stun them right now. I think every enemy that we can stop from attacking is good. Alright, so I'll use my stun powder as well. So hitting the Wind Demon. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a rolling +1 into +2. Oh well, I mean, whatever, not going to complain. So again, our attack was 6, plus 3 there is 9. Wasted stun powder, unfortunately. But obviously still better to have killed it. Okay, so we are done. Next up is the Cragheart. So the Cragheart is going to use the bottom of Unsavable People as a default move too. Oh, so the Mindthief actually needs to go invis, right? Yeah. So we don't. I mean, I guess not really. If the Cragheart goes to here, then only one of them can hit 2 targets while hitting the Cragheart. Probably okay. Cragheart's gonna take a lot of damage here. A lot of damage. Use Battle Axe here. Battle Axe here is not so great. We can't. I mean, we could like hit both of these. It would get wound on both of them, but it doesn't really do meaningful damage. Probably better to save the Battle Axe. Probably better opportunities than this. Okay, so use the bottom Unsavable People to do a default move too. We go to here. Grab this coin. I'm going to just go ahead and use my healing potion now, so don't forget. 5. I'm going to attack using the Tremor Blade to consume the earth. Gives me an attack at +2. So normally 3, here 5. Targeting this one here. I don't want to hit this one even though there's a possibility of killing it because it's already wounded. I'd rather apply wound to something else. I'm not that concerned about the amount of enemies attacking this turn, although it is certainly something. So we're going to hit number 3 here. I'd rather get more damage in the long run because otherwise I'm just going to get overwhelmed by this number of enemies. And I am going to be using a push. Love to see some more push. No. Well, at least we got rid of them. So we get +1. So our attack was 3, 4, 5, 6 total. It has 2 shield. It's 4 damage. It's going to get pushed into this obstacle and break it. So 6 total damage. It's down to 9. And it also gets strength. Alright, yeah, this is going to hurt. We're done. Now the Sun Demons go. So they're going to create light. They're making attacks that target all adjacent enemies. So this one goes to here actually. I'm just going to move all of them though. Here. Performance wound. And this one goes here. So it's going to be attack on the Cragheart. And then Mindthief, because this one was closer to the Cragheart first. Focus the Cragheart. So Cragheart, then Mindthief, then Cragheart. Cragheart. 5 damage. Mindthief. 6 damage. Survive this. Cragheart. 4 damage. Cragheart. 5 damage. Lose a card to the last one. Card handle. 5 damage. Yep. Alright, we'll lose by Kinetic Assault. The direct damage is really good. Wind Demon's actually been eliminated. Living Drakes don't do anything. Now the Diviner goes. Alright. Oh man, I wish I had the other level 8 card. Yeah. I mean, like, Deep Contemplation bottom is going to be decent here, but the heal 5 on the bottom of Anguish and Salvation would be so good. Or that Retaliate would have been so good in this scenario. Either of those could be very good. It's annoying because the Ethereal Vortex is just doing stone nothing. Can't move the Rift even anything. But healing myself also just... It's just strangely selfish top action on the Diviner. Otherwise support class. I mean, whatever, it's fine. I mean, I'm gonna move the Rifts. No reason not to. So I guess we'll start by using the bottom of Deep Contemplation. So the question is, should we consume the dark or the light? We could theoretically use light again next turn. Yeah, I actually do, because I could stack all the decks. But I actually kind of need to attack, right? And they're all... Can't actually hammer all of them, but I can hit 3 of them. Yeah, I mean, I need to start attacking. So I guess I'm not going to consume any elements next turn. So I'd rather consume the light so they don't have it. All right. Use the bottom of Deep Contemplation, consuming a light. Reveal the top 2 cards of any monster ability card deck, then place them back in any order. Instead, reveal the top 2 cards of a second monster ability card deck, and then place them back in any order. We're going to do Windy... Oh. Huh. So... Marcel, are you there? I have a quick question. I need to go refill my water anyway, so I will let you field this question. There. While I go get another drink. Otherwise, I guess other people in the chat ask. So basically the question is, we killed off the last Wind Demon this turn. So can we mess with their deck on the turn we kill them off later in that round, or no? Basically the question. I wonder if it's an FA, the Diviner FA. Let's see. Reading. No. Alright, so bottom can only be used to reveal and alter decks of monsters with figures that are currently on the map. That also sucks. If we kill something off that round, we can't, like, it also ruins our plans? Ugh, man. Consistently underwhelmed by these sort of effects. Because it would be, I mean, we were going to face more Wind Demons, so it would really be nice. I mean, yeah, we couldn't have gone after it. I mean, I guess we could have gone after it, but it's not like I want to not kill the enemy, just to be able to mess with its deck for the future. That's kind of crazy. Ugh. So, yeah. Is this still worth doing then? I don't need to heal, bless, and strengthen myself. That's really not worth doing. Still get to mess with the Sun Demon deck. That's still good. And we consume the light, I guess, just to block the Sun Demons. Alright. Let's have a look. We can either have them be doing healing stuff, or we can have them do attack. Healing stuff is actually really annoying. I need them to die, but I'm also very close to dead, so I can't afford them to attack. I maybe would rather them do healing stuff. Problem is I don't know what I'm going to do next turn because it's a short rest time for everyone. I guess having them going at 68 can probably stop a lot of them from acting. Yeah, I think I'd rather have them do attacky stuff first. Way I found to do this. Alright. We're going to use the Ethereal Vortex, move all Rift tokens up to 2 hexes. I'm gonna move this rift token this way because this is my exit strategy, and then I can just move this rift token up to here. All right. Around. Press all around. Weakness up for sure. Love it. Oh no. No. Nope. If I reroll into Colorado, that'd be really unhappy. Alright. I mean, it's kind of sucks because it actually turns out Fount is amazing in this scenario. But that's it. Moral of the story, Fount is always amazing. Saying Fount is amazing in this scenario is something I've said a lot of times. Oh no, you're rolling on that as well. Jeez, level 9 targets. I don't need the healing too, especially since the Diviner doesn't actually have healing now, but we'll see. We shall see. I still need to go refill my drink. I'll do that in a second here though, I suppose. Alright. You know they're going at 68. How do we want to do this here? We kind of go anytime we want before that. That is at least the advantage of it. I'll think about this. I'm going to go refill my water. Also, one thing Jessica asked me to take care of that I do very quickly. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Cool. Refuel up. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so what exactly is our plan? I should really use a blind destruction as soon as possible, probably, which means I need to step back, hit this one, splash onto these two. A little bit of overkill on this because this is undoubtedly what the Mindthief is attacking as well. Doing a range attack. We don't have dark though. Definitely need to do this to stun, wound another one of them. Could also use, no, it really should be blind destruction here. Alright, so we step back and fire off a blind destruction. That's kind of obvious thing. Oh, we don't actually need to step back. We could instead buff our attacks. That's the point here, because we know when they're going. We would have a disadvantage attack. I think that's just too risky. I'd rather step back and gain. I'd rather have advantage than disadvantage, even if it means like having 1 less +1 attack. If I had deck stacked, it would be a little bit different. We have deck stacking again. I could deck stack first. No, but it's insane not to use Call of Another to attack first. Get all those juicy curses. So use Call of Another. The curses kind of suck against them because they have advantage, but it'll be good later on. Plus, we actually do some damage. I don't do that much. Shield an ally. Man, I would love that bottom heal right now, huh? Maybe at the end of the day, deck stacking is better. I don't actually have the element because I around with it, so I think I'm kind of priced into attacking at this point. And I guess I need to go earlier, so we're just gonna use this for initiative. Yeah, careful attunement has been fine, honestly. Just as a move through 17 initiative, never appreciate or never. I maybe a little bit underestimated just how good that would be. I mean, obviously, like these can also be moved to with good initiative. This is move 3 with a little bit of an upside. Yeah, it's quite comparable. I mean, Dimensional Divide's also good. Kind of same thing, I think. All right. So presumably hit all of these. We're gonna splash onto these two. We're gonna stun one. So this should die. One of these should be stunned. There's still gonna be 2 attacking. We have stun powder, so we can stun one of them ourselves as well. Okay, that works. So what are we going to attack with on top here? I don't think I need to use my biggest attack. In fact, just something small works. Maybe just attack with this here, which is a default attack. Okay. Try. Really enough. Alright, so the Mindthief's going to go first. We're going to begin by using the top of Feedback Loop. We did strengthen ourselves last turn, yes. I'll have it. We're going to hit number 2 here with our default attack 2 from Feedback Loop plus Mind's weakness, so default attack. Yeah, so 6. Yeah, this is effectively dead. In that case, we can hit this one splash on these. One doesn't need. That's good. Also disarmed. Again, because our attack was 4 plus 2 from the modifier, and 6. This thing has 2 shield, which means 4 damage. It had 5 health, so it's down to 1. It's wounded, so it will die before acting. And we're going to use the bottom of first edge. We're going to create ice. And attack 1, range 3. And we're going to put wound on the thing with higher health, so 15 rather than 10. So we'll attack for 4 here. Matters much. Oh, the crit again on the 1. Alright, so we do 2 damage. Oh wait, that's still not. Or we make an attack for 2, I should say, not 2. Deal no damage. But we stun and wound this, which is the most important thing. Okay, so that's eliminating 2 attackers. So then the Diviner's up next. So we're going to use the top of Call of Another, creating dark. Make the hammer like this. Hit all these enemies. So, what are we looking at here? We know some of our deck thus far. Do we want to strengthen ourselves here? Like, do we want to use the goggles? Yeah, probably. So the goggles won't change anything for the first attack, but they give us... I mean, I guess we kept this on top, so we want this. That's a little bit weird. So it would really only matter for 1 attack. No, in that case, it's probably not worth using the goggles here. And we're not making many other attacks, but who knows? Maybe we'll attack with Ethereal Vortex. All right. So we're not using the goggles. Use a power potion. Where is it best to get the 3? I guess if we get it here, there's a decent chance. There's somewhat of a chance of killing. It only does 1 damage. It's Defiance and the Blind Destruction. No, we're not that close to killing, but getting more damage there is also good. Honestly, we actually probably should just use our Power Potion here. Alright, let's actually see the math then. So if we get a +3 on it, so if we do 2 damage because of having a Power Potion, that puts this from 8 to 6. And the Cragheart is going to make an attack 4, which is just an attack 4, unfortunately, with advantage, which is presumably going to get like +1 because of Cragheart. So 5, so 3 damage. So 2 + 3 is 5, +1 is 6. It's not close to dead. And on one of the other targets, the Power Potion is not doing anything. No, I don't think this is actually correct to do. Oh, we shouldn't probably stop the Warhammer since we're not so good with the Ethereal Vortex. Huh. Oh well. Alright, so no Power Potion. We are going to use the Stun Powder. We hit 6 here. So I guess we still want the most damage to this one. Maybe if the Cragheart gets a crit, we can. So we'll do 3. I can have the lead here. So we'll do 3, 4, 6 in that order. So on 3, we flip a curse and a +3. So our attack was a 0 base, so +3 means 1 actual damage, putting this down to 7. 2 curses. I'll do all the curses again, hopefully not forgetting this time. Then on the one on the right, we flip a +1, shield any ally. So we have 1 shield, and the Cragheart also has 1 shield. Our shield doesn't really matter here, but whatever. So 1 more curse, no damage, and then the last, heal 2 any ally. All right, that is actually get to heal the Cragheart for 2. One of the few times this has actually been, well, this has been so-so. Like it's been a fine modifier, not exceptionally exciting. Sometimes it comes up, and this is where we use our Sun Powder. We get no damage here. So then we get 4 curses, 2 here and then 1 on each of these. That's a decent full attack with advantage, but whatever, you never know. Especially since we get to deck stack them presumably soon. Okay, and then we're gonna use the bottom of Careful Attunement. And we're just going to move up to here and make everything that's greater than a +1 into +0. Okay, so now the Cragheart goes. Oh, except it's not the act, huh? We need to move away. What if we don't move away then? So the Mindthief is actually getting attacked. So then we should have shielded the Mindthief, but it's a bit late now. Alright. I messed up a little bit there. I guess the Cragheart doesn't get to move away. Oh, right. That sucks a bit because now we're not going to have advantage. Alright, I mean, the plus side is we're going to actually use the Retaliate, which I guess is something. We're going to move in place using Blunt Force, which is a strength. Move that one over. And then we're going to use the top of Blind Destruction. So this is an attack 4, range 4. All allies and enemies adjacent to the target suffer damage equal to the damage the target suffered. So we're going to attack number 3 up here. Strengthen, so we have advantage, but we're adjacent, so advantage is equal out. Okay, that's good enough. Whatever, we'll take that. So 5 is actually 3 damage. 3 damage here, putting this down to 4. Damage here, putting this down to 12. And 3 damage here, putting this down to 7. And we have 1 Retaliate. And we're done. Alright, so now the Sun Demons go. So these all don't attack. 1 from his wound. One takes 1 from his wound, dies. One takes 1 from his wound and will also take 1 from the Retaliate. And attacks the Cragheart. +1, so normally 4, so here 5. Alright. So positive modifier is considered. Okay. So when any ally within range 3 is attacked this round, consider any positive or +2 or 2 times attack modifier card, then he draws 2 +0. +0. So this means at a 5 here with 6 life. No fun until you're at 1. Alright. And that's all the Sun Demon. Spit breaks are still. We know that they're doing a Healy thing next turn, so at least they're not attacking. Fortunately, we've applied wound to a ton of them. We don't really need to finish them. So with precision. So we need to move. We don't have our move attack, so we have dark, so we could use Shared Nightmare. This would actually block some healing. Better. Also so little damage. Otherwise we can probably just kill one of them off. Yeah, I think it's probably just better to kill one of them off. Alright. We can create any element as well. Over here, what are we doing? Stun and invis one of them. They're going at 17. We can only beat that if we do this, plus we use our boots. Probably worth doing. Allows us to eliminate one of them. Actually, if we stun invis this wounded one here, it will actually die before ever acting again. So that's good. Just since we know they're getting their heal thing here, which they won't actually get then. We do have to stop the others from doing anything now, because then otherwise they would heal this one. Yeah, because you know you're we can't really do that so easily. Oh no, Rock Slide actually just kills. We have to go before. Alright. So if we actually just use Rock Slide, we place like a rock here and a rock here, and then a rock like out of the way or something, that will actually just kill this one outright before, and does a fair amount of spread damage. So in that case, then the Mindthief will finish this one off, and we'll stun invis this one. Okay, this works. Let's go. So we're going to use our Boots of Speed to go down to 13 initiative on the Mindthief's up first. We're going to move to heal 2. Move here. I don't care about coins at all on Mindthief anymore. Might as well move a little bit further. Heal myself for 2. What element do we want to create here? Guess we can create Darker Light, the Diviner. Next turn. Better to create Dark then, so that these don't. So we'll create Dark. Bottom of Pathetic Assault. Strengthen ourselves. And I'm going to attack number 6 here. What are my odds of killing if I use the ice for attack? So here we're making Frigid Apparition as an attack. So we have 4 plus 2 is 6. We use the ice 8. So we need to get a +1. Otherwise we just stun to be safe. We just need to get a +1 with an advantage attack. I think that's safe enough. Alright. So, because this just makes it so that one more is dead next turn. Which is, oh no, we have the Rock Slide anyway. Yeah, we're good no matter what. Oh, but I guess in that case it's better just to stun in case we miss. Yeah, because we don't actually need the extra damage then, right? Let's see, if we use Frigid Apparition for stun, we have 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 damage. That doesn't actually kill if we get a +0. No, let's do the damage. It's only bad if we miss. When we are advantage, we should. Okay. So we Frigid Apparition is an attack 4. +2 for Mind's Weakness 6. Frigid Blade to consume the ice. Makes an attack 8 with advantage, hitting Sun Demon number 6 here. Well, we got 9 anyway. Sun Demon is dead. Okay, so it's actually the Diviner next, 1357. We're going to do Dimensional Divide as a teleport 4. Actually, I could just default move to do this. But I have an even hand size now, so I'd rather save Endurance Potioning. So I'll just move further. I'll teleport 4 to here. Am I going to get hit by the rock then? Yeah. Hold on, I was here? Really annoying. No easy place to go to. Because I need to place a rock in one of these spaces. I need to place a rock specifically here. Because I can't place it here because then it damages. Alright, well I guess no matter what I'm just moving. Dimensional Divide. Okay. And I'm going to use the top of Dimensional Transfer. Well, I guess I didn't create Dark. I could have created Ice then. Yeah, I should have created Ice. Whoops. Forgot that I was creating my own Dark here. Dimensional Transfer to stun and in. That was bad. Bad. Okay, so then the Cragheart goes. So we're going to use the top of Rock Slide, creating Earth. Drop some rocks. We'll put a rock here. I guess if the binary moved up, I could just put a rock here. Oops. Oh well. It would kind of be in the way. It's not necessarily a good thing. Bother me. That could bother me. But not as much as this would bother, I think. Oh, this actually... Alright, let's put it there then. Okay. 2 direct damage to this. This is dead. Also suffers 2 direct damage. Down to 9. Okay. Then the Sun Demon. Oh no, sorry. Then we have the bottom one save off people's default move 2. Oh yeah, I'll grab the coin, let's be honest. Okay. And then the Sun Demon goes, loses the invis and stun. Wound. There we go. Nice. Much more difficult for myself. I go over here and hit this. Does a fair amount of damage. I mean, the Cragheart might have to help out here. Let me go as early as possible and attack it for as much as possible. But so if the Cragheart doesn't need to help out, it will just get to do the move 4 jump like towards the treasure and default the other thing and endurance potion it back. But otherwise, if the Mindthief doesn't manage to kill this, the Cragheart will have to go and help kill it. I'm already using Brutal Momentum because this is basically the most here. Okay, so Mindthief's up first. We're gonna use the bottom of Cranium Overload. Move here. We're gonna use the top of Corrupting Embrace. We still have Strengthen, so we make an attack 3 poison, attack 4 muddle, all hitting this Sun Demon. Alright, so 3 plus 2 5, so 3 damage, down to 5, poisoned. So 4 plus 1 is 5, crit 10, 5 life, yeah, like it. Okay. Mindthief's just taking care of business. We got some time now. Unfortunately, we have no healing cards, so. Whoops. It's gonna be tough. Cragheart's up next. Just going to use here as a move 4 jump then. I guess we'll go towards this one. There, I suppose. Hold on. We actually got our boots. 6 to there. Our boots is rating. We're gonna long rest soon anyway. And we're just going. I guess if we're gonna long rest soon, I don't really care to use an endurance potion now. Like I have anything else to do, I'd rather just. Yeah. Move next turn and then long afterwards. Nope, so I won't endurance potion. Go. Binder's up next. So we're going to use the bottom of the Ethereal Vortex as a 3. Someone actually has to go down here and get to this chest. So what is our plan going to be? It's going to be to grab these 2 chests at the same time and then have a vortex up here which we jump through to get to down. How do we execute this again? We have one character down here as well who's not going to be able to go through the vortex stuff. So yeah, it's best that that's the Mindthief. And the 2 of us can jump through the vortex together and pop out there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 to here. Or we'll figure out the logistics afterwards. Use the top of Hand of Destiny, Consuming Dark. We look at top 5 cards of all decks. Ah, that sucks. So I'm not going to bother doing it for the Mindthief. Okay, good to know. Put as many cards as we want on bottom. Yeah, put all these on bottom. +2. Sure. It's a little bit funny because the +2 curse is actually bad with a because we're gonna have the monster deck stacked. I think I'm gonna do like this because I still do certainly want this, but I'd rather have it, I guess, a little bit later. Hopefully, after the monsters are drawn, the modifiers will have kept on top. I suppose I should do the ordering differently. I should do the monster deck first. Well, it's crazy how good this deck is. I think I'm actually putting a +2 on bottom. Well, no, that's actually a little bit insane. I think we'll keep the +2 anyway. Even though it's not as exciting as many of our other modifiers, it's probably worth still keeping. Not sure how much we're attacking anyway. Alright, no point stacking there. Okay. Well, draw going on bottom. Proper order because these can't actually attack. And I'll leave these all on top with the first coming. Another round. Alright, so everyone just moves a little bit more. I guess I'm keeping swing. It's this next to chest because you don't want to grab many chests just. Alright, this works. Here you go. First on the Mindthief, we're going to use the bottom shared nightmare simply. Else. Cragheart, we're going to use Cataclysm and key. Liner, bottom of Void Snare as I'm going to do. Going to use the top of Deep Contemplation to do a heal 3 self. Too many element to make either of our elements, that doesn't matter. Yeah, not where we want to be at. The Invis isn't going to do anything for us. The Strengthen doesn't do anything for us because we're long resting. And the Bless is actually actively bad, so we're really just using this as a top heal 3. Alright, there we go. And really just heal 2 because we're a long rest. Hello, King Whipsy. Ew. Alright, end the round. Triple long rest here. That. 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 I'll get to choose. Or it's actually in our hands. So, I actually really want a way to swap spots with this Drake so that I can get the chest in peace. So, crazily enough, Call of Another is actually going to be good here. So, any of our big movements are still good. Hand of Destiny can still be good. Definitely want this. Honestly, I think I just want to lose Deep Contemplation. I guess being able to invis self value. So our goal is just to escape. The Void Snare also seems like it has value. I think I'd rather just not worry about invising myself, especially because I have the highest life of anyone in the party. Good question for you. Playing through the game 2-player, and we just opened up the expansion scenarios. I was a bit unsure about the rules, but one of us has to play the Diviner to play the new scenarios, correct? Yes. Play Forgotten Circles, you do need someone playing the Diviner. Will not be possible otherwise. It is designed around playing with the Diviner. Alright, so us, we kind of just want to keep all of our big movement. I think I've already decided that I want to get rid of a few things or something. I don't really care about damage, just gonna try to escape. Is she fine in a party of 2? She seems real supporty. So She has been tested in a party of 2, including in Forgotten Circles. That's the company line. Nah. So like I said, she has been tested in a party of 2. Are you, what prosperity are you? And like how large are your lineages? Because I'll kind of answer this. Like, all right. In all honesty, I don't think the Diviner is either as good or as fun in a 2-player party. I think she really shines in 3-player plus. I don't remember, but around 5-ish, I believe. Yeah, exactly. I think you have to be you're supposed to be 5-ish before you play the expansion campaign, so I think you do have to be 5. Anyway, so there should be, I think, pretty sure it's a prosperity 5. I believe that's. Double check something. Yeah, there. Okay. Yeah, so like there'll be an item at prosperity 5, which should help. And it's kind of just gonna be a little bit different, I think. Now the thing is, I haven't done Forgotten Circles, so we basically completed all the base game scenarios we could do, and was curious because she seemed like she would be better with bigger parties, so that's good to hear. Yeah. So I haven't played Forgotten Circles, and I've experienced like I have very, 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 very minimal exposure to it. From what I understand, there's a lot of stuff that the Diviner has to do in many scenarios, which is like sort of not necessarily combat oriented, like moving around, going certain places, maybe moving things. I don't really know exactly. But so the point is, I think she has stuff to do that doesn't involve her fighting. So I think it kind of works out that she isn't really isn't a damage dealer, which is sometimes an issue in 2-player. So that's part of it. And otherwise, like there is a guide. Like I can't, because it's kind of spoilery, but like there's another class in the game that's quite similar to the Diviner with like a similar modifier deck and stuff like that, right? And there's at least one build for this class, which is relatively popular, which is designed around the class functioning in 2 players. I think that's kind of how you end up. What's the symbol? The problem is saying the symbol gives information. Let me just send you a message. Yeah, I know you have it likely unlocked, but I can't say it live in chat. Let me just quickly PM you. So just you'll see my PM. All right. So that class, like, it has a lot of similarities, right? And there's a build for that class as well by Uber, something like that, on the subreddit, which suggests how to play that class in this, like, in a fashion that the class wasn't necessarily primarily designed around, but that still definitely can work. And I think that's kind of probably, I mean, that is how I would approach this class if I were playing in a 2-player party. But like I said, Forgotten Circles is different than regular Gloomhaven, so there's other stuff. Anyway, the moral of the story is, it has been tested. It should work. It may not be as fun for the Diviner player as it would be playing in a larger party, though. I don't think there's necessarily any way around that. But that's about all I can say, because again, I just don't have enough experience with Forgotten Circles. But it will work. How well? She is definitely very supporty. She shines at supporting. Also, like, it depends. That's kind of what I expected. We've taken a couple month break, and that's partly why. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, once you get to level 9 on the Diviner, I wonder what the rules are if you have to create a brand new Diviner for Forgotten Circle, because otherwise you could play a little bit with the Diviner beforehand to get some levels. Like, once you get to level 7, she does decent damage. Once you get to level 9, she does very good damage, actually. Like, the level 9 card is a huge difference, because then you have, like, level 9 to level 7 all the time, and like, an amazing modifier deck. So, at that point, I don't even think you necessarily need to, like, play it that way, once you get to really high level. But in medium level, there's no doubt, I think, that you do have to, like, kind of play default actions, maybe a little bit more than you would want to. Okay, so I chose the card to lose there. I still have to choose a card to lose from the Mindthief. I can bring back here. It's also some extra time. Yeah, no problem. Sorry, I can't be of more help since, like I said, I don't have that much exposure to the forgottenest of circles. Invis is valuable. Big movement is valuable. Probably still want this. Honestly, it's probably Reverse Edge that we're getting rid of at this point. All right. So, what next? Man, I'm really sad that we lost our heal on the Cragheart. There was no way we could accept losing Blind Destruction. That would be insane. Okay. So what I want to do to create like some sort of a central rift here. What's annoying is this crap kind of blocks the most spot. So from here, yeah, no, I mean it's probably going to be like up here. Hard to lose, yeah. So I'm going to swap positions with the Drake this turn, and I'm going to place Rift. I guess I can actually use this to place a Rift here because this is a bigger movement card, and I don't need that much range. I think on this Rift placement. I want to place a central Rift that we can then like both get to then Ethereal Vortex through. Go to back to the entrance. Okay, so the Cragheart kind of just has to dirtle here. Love a heal, but we don't have anything that does anything actually. I don't believe that it's next. Man, top loot would be so good, so good. Yeah, we have no out of combat actions that do anything here. So let's just get rid of some of our lower movement cards, which also don't necessarily have good initiatives. Yeah, let's just play these two cards then. We need to wait. We're going to try to synchronize grabbing these chests. Alright. So the Mindthief needs to move further down. Mindthief actually could make it to the chest this turn. Not necessarily want to. Should more. We're going to activate this and move down a little ways. I guess with this. Again, attacks don't really matter, so I can just use. Okay. I'd rather save the other later initiative on feedback loop because there's a possibility I'll like maybe grab these chests first and then have the Mindthief chill down here for a little bit and then have the Mindthief go invisible. Alright, and being able to go late after going invisible. So Cragheart just does nothing for the turn. I guess technically we can strengthen ourselves. Don't really see it mattering. Sure. For strength. Okay, the Diviner is going to go. First, we're going to use the top of Void Snare. Place a Rift right here. From there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's as central as possible. And then we're going to use the bottom of Call of the Nether. Teleport to any hex an enemy occupies within 5 hexes view and simultaneously teleport that enemy hex you occupy. Whoop, 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 whoop. And this way we can grab the chest without being next to the Drake. Beautiful. Loving the shenanigans here. Alright, and then the Mindthief goes, and we're going to just do a move 4 jump, and we're going to act here, and we have Dark. I'm going to quickly blow my nose. Alright, back. I guess it's chest grabbing time, huh? Probably don't need to go invis this turn, because nothing should really be able to reach us. We can endurance potion something. We want to save this for later. I guess we want to save kind of our big moves. Could play a top. We can use Hand of Destiny again, I guess. I mean, seeing a couple more cards from decks isn't actually bad. Got nothing else to do here anyway. We'll just use this to move on to the. Are there any of our losses that we might consider? No, I don't think so. Not at this point. All right. Goes this and this. Us. Everything flies. So placing obstacles doesn't do much. Oh, but creating Earth does, because then it allows me to use Cataclysm to move all the way through afterwards. Mindthief might as well just heal herself here. Want to save the invis and that. For this doesn't matter here. Okay. So Cragheart can create Earth using this. And can just step onto it with this, and then after that we've got, yeah, all our armor. Perfect. Alright, here goes. So, Mindthief's up first. Do a move to. I guess we're creating Earth anyway. But here we can create ice or dark or light. I guess not dark because we already have dark and it's going to get used after us. Is that fine? Did we set that up fine? Yeah, we did. So, great ice. Never know. Alright, so we're going to do a move to creating ice, healing ourselves for 2, and strengthening ourselves. Move on to the chest. And then we're just nothing for apparition. So we end this turn on this chest. This door. Got 1 elite and 1 regular. Actually say that our turn's over just yet because there is always the possibility I need to now. I guess I don't really care if I get disarmed much. Alright, let's see what they're up to. Nope, not moving. Great. That works out really well. It's not going to come hit us, although it was pretty difficult for it to hit us, right? 1, 2, 4, 5. I guess the elites do have 5 movement, so if they hadn't, I mean, like, so -1 movement still means they don't hit us, but this is great. Okay. Someone learning to play sax. I'm actually have to close the window. It is really distracting. I mean, I see learning to play saxophone. This might actually just be someone playing jazz. The sound's basically the same. All right, wind demons go and do nothing. So next up is the Cragheart. All right, yeah, I gotta close the window. 1 second, sorry. All right, back. It's not completely blocked out now, but God, it's gonna get hot in here quickly. Fortunately, we don't have too. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Cragheart goes. We're gonna create Earth. Blazing rock slide. We're gonna place some rocks. Put 1 here. Here. We want them out of the way. Again, we can't block any of the enemies with rocks because they all fly. And then we're going to use the bottom of Unstable Upheaval, and we're going to this chest. Which is open this door. Alright, so here we're going to have 1 elite and 1 regular demon. This is like a heist movie where everyone synchronizes watches. Everyone synchronizes watches. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's see what they're up to. Okay, as long as it's not a ranged attack, that's pretty alright. We're done. Then the diviner goes. I guess it's better to move first. We'll use the bottom of Careful Attunement. We do want an endurance potion this year, so we're just going to use this as a default move too. Endurance potion chart to get this back. I actually want that to. Yeah, because I have a move 4, move 4. Okay, so maybe here. Grabbing this chest. This door has 2 elite wind demons behind. Dear God, that's going to be some heavy disarming. There. There. All right, now I got to make a break for it. So, then we're going to use the top of Hand of Destiny, Consuming Dark, and we get to stack the top 5 cards, as many to the bottom of all deck. Ooh, a stun and a disarm. Nice. That is nice. All right. We're gonna put these 2 on bottom. We go. I guess disarm first and then stun. Probably better. actually change much. We want these to be separate, the disarm and the stun, so we can have 2 back-to-back attacks with CC basically guaranteed. So nice. Oh, I said I should do the monsters first. Alright, let's do it. I've already got 3 of the cards known. Okay, I'll just put this to the bottom. Yeah, it's better to put the 2 curses together and the 2 -1s together because of the fact that if they attack with advantage this way, they will actually miss. Otherwise, it's just 2 misses, which is okay. Here. You go to the bottom. And top. I think going +2/+2. Yeah. Even if this delays the crit a little longer. I'm not sure I'm gonna make that many attacks, which is why I'm a little hesitant to keep the +2s on top. Crit, but alright. Regenerate itself I don't really care about. Curses I don't actually want again so soon. I mean, basically all the stuff is good. Alright, this time we're definitely putting the +2 on the bottom. I think we'll keep the rest of these. The curse a little bit later is good. Maybe like disordering. +3 is the biggest attack, and who knows, the shield itself might do something. I don't want the curse too late. I kind of want all of them. The dark can also be good. Come on, execute. Knowing you can just create dark by attacking is really nice. We also often create dark by attacking. Anyway, we don't have that many attacks actually. In fact, we have almost none. Because this, we don't really have vortexes in place to attack. So yeah, our attack is likely creating dark anyway. I think I'll keep this, but probably like this. Alright. Maybe even this ordering. Oh. Okay. Act all the decks. Okay, so the Sun Demons go. -1 movement, so 3 for the elite. The regular. There's only Sun Demon up here. Who's close? It's gotta be a Cragheart, right? 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Breaks are still asleep. Alright. So we can teleport to here this turn. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4 teleport here. And then the turn we use the vortex, we do 1, 2, E through to here. That works. The Cragheart will have to make it off. So with Cataclysm, we could, or we can actually make it to the Rift this turn. Yeah, that actually still works. The next turn we move. We do this. Creating the immobilized thing? No, I think I'd rather just have the plus it's not. I guess I could technically create it here, immobilizing this. If it attacks me. Once we know it's missing it. So I should keep this for the next turn because it's good initiative and good movement. Attack. Could just attack this now, but damage to this is so meaningless. Yeah. I think I'll save the attack possibility for next turn. So go like this. You need to do this. I don't want to stun invis the Cragheart. I guess I can keep the stun invis for next turn. But having good initiative next turn is also important because we need to go before our allies to open up the Riftway. So it's actually probably this and this next turn. Means I guess we're playing this turn anyway. Okay. Mindthief. Guess we want to go late. And by going late, I mean maybe the elite Wind Demon will hit us, but even if that happens, it's not the end of the world. Because I can't move and go invisible because it'll put me next to this. And again, the Wind Demon has to get +0 movement, which isn't even that. Well, I guess it's... they're actually 2 out of 5 here to get +0 movement. Maybe it's better just go invis, actually. Yeah. Go invis early, like this. Moving up a tiny bit. Which keeps us from taking attacks for nothing. Otherwise, we run the risk of getting disarm locked, especially when we know we have 2 CC attacks on the top of our deck. I think it's better to just do it like this. Oops. Alright, here we go. Ah, -1 movement. Brutal. Oh well. Probably still correct. Alright, so the Mindthief's going to go first. So could we actually move a lot then? I guess that's the other possibility, huh? So these things have 4 range and 4 movement on the elite. No, it's always us. There's no world in which we can do that. Alright, so we're just going to use the bottom of Phantasmal Killer. Move to here. Sure. Go invis. We're going to have a lot of ground to make up, though, because our allies will be emerging through the rift next turn. Then. Almost all the things will hit us. I guess we have our Invis Cloak. We don't have this, but I guess we can go late next turn anyway. Yeah, we should really just pop our Invis Cloak here. Alright. So, Cranium Overload actually for 5. 1, 2. Yeah, because otherwise we're just going to be too far behind our allies who pop out of the rift. We should all kind of be in and around the same area at the same time. And we'll use our Invis Cloak. Kind of waste this Invis, but that's okay. We set this up. No, we're only facing elites here. Alright. So next up is the Diviner. I'm going to use the bottom of Dimensional Divide because this gives 1 shield as well, so why not? Don't know if that's going to matter, but the teleport 4 to any unoccupied hex within 4 hexes. You shield 1, affect all allies within range. 4 to here. Nice to meet ya. I've seen your Gripeaway channel here on Twitch. Expect I know what's maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm being too simple. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. I thought I was being too cynical because I don't want to be mean to someone who is actually being nice, but alright, yep. So yep, there we go. There it is. This spam account. Resolved. Alright. So teleport 4, give shield 1, and we can viz yeah. Not worth doing it to anything. No reason to wake up one of these drakes. For no reason. Okay, so we just do nothing with the top dimension. Cragheart goes, we're gonna use the bottom of Cataclysm, Earth to 6. Okay. And nothing else to do there, right? The Wind Demons go, they have -1 movement. 4 for the elites, 3 for the regular. Here and here are the same distance, right? From here. Well, I guess this is like, no, it's the same. It is the same. All right. Here. Okay. Sun Demons go. So 4 and 3 movement respectively. They're also creating light. 3 to here. 1. This one will attack the Cragheart with advantage, but you know, 2 misses, so it does no damage. And it's been great. Okay. So this plus this. Again, this just for initiative. This to open the vortex. Run through afterwards. Hoping these things attack us beforehand, but no, they shouldn't. Also, we want to go. And I guess actually going as late as possible isn't good, huh? because our allies are going to be popping out here. So we can actually CC both of these with our 2 attacks from Shared Nightmare. This does leave the one behind, but that's okay. 1 attacks, 1 attacks. All right, this looks good. Let's go. We don't have our Sun Powder here or here. Yeah, both Sun Powders are gone. 36, that's fine. 21, so fine. Okay, so the Mindthief is actually up first. So I don't want to get pulled backwards. Someone's going to have to be here. That reach then? That is going to pull backwards 1, huh? We can't reach this to attack it anyway. Backwards pull is really annoying, actually. We can actually just create the summon, having it get attacked, I guess. By one of these. So we still have to stun one of them to not get pulled backwards. That pull is really annoying this turn. Trying to think here. It's annoying that this reaches. It is 4 and 4, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Diviner has to be on the Rift. Cannot go any further. So Diviner can use the Warhammer actually to stun one of these with a default attack this turn. I guess it doesn't matter so much to stun these though. We can. So I have to stun this one. We'll use the summon. Yeah, the only annoying thing about stunning this one is it means I can't move very far. But that's okay, I guess. So we're going to use the bottom of feedback loop to do a move 4 jump. Go 1, 2, 3 here. Then we're going to use the top of Shared Nightmare. So I can consume Dark here to add 2 curses into their deck. But this will shuffle away the 2 -1s on top. And the stuff we put on bottom will get shuffled like back around. But there will be 2 more curses in their deck. I wonder how good that is. -1s are not bad. 2 curses is 2 curses. I mean, the poison and the damage are completely insignificant at this point. We're not planning on killing anything. Actually, a tough call. I think I will actually take the 2 curses, though. Or, hold on. I can actually use this top instead of Warhammering. Stack the top 8 cards by having both these elements. But if we put more curses in, this can get even better. This would be fun to at least use one of our losses for once, right? If we lose because of using a loss here, if we have to lose cards to mitigate damage, but it shouldn't be us having to lose cards to mitigate damage. We're at 14 life. I think we're fine. Yeah, that's fun. Let's use a loss for once. Especially fitting that we bring this one time and we actually use the loss. I mean, sort of garbage time, but not completely. Okay. So let us then add the curses in. So we're going to use the top of Shared Nightmare. Attacking. We're consuming Dark. This gives us an attack 3, range 4, target 2, poison curse. What creates that? So we'll hit number 3 and number 4. In that order. So we get a disarm and a +2. So our 3 becomes 5. This thing has 3 shields. Let's just track this. Disarmed. Bottom position. Okay. It would have actually been better stun this one. This was stupid because then it wouldn't have moved. Actually, I have it's not unknown information. So yeah, sorry. I'll actually attack this one. Because by stunning this one, it'll keep it back there, which is better for us. Alright. So that happens here. Again, we didn't have unknown information. We can't actually revert this because we actually knew what the flips were going to be. Okay. Down now. Definitely 2 curses into their deck, so I'll just do both of them. Okay, and so then the second attack is on this one. This. And alright. So no damage, that's not the most important thing. Poison, that's nice. But it's stun and curse, quite nice. Okay. And we lose our. So now the Diviner is not going to stun this one, but I think that's alright. At the end. Okay. So then. Sorry, I have to blow my nose quickly. All right, we're back. So yeah, the diviner is going to use the bottom of ethereal vortex. Oh no, sorry. Then the Mindthief needs to use her minor mana potion to create dark. I forgot we needed it. So then the diviner goes. Place one of your character tokens on any two separate rift tokens. Until the end of the round, the hexes containing these rift tokens are considered adjacent to each other for the purposes of movement for you and all of your allies. Then we perform move 3. We're going to place a character token on this rift here and on this rift here. I'm not placing them, but we know these two hexes are now adjacent. Love this card. Okay, and so then we perform move 3. So we go 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then we're going to use the top of Careful Attunement, assuming light and dark, losing this. So we reveal the top 8 cards of any attack modifier deck, then place them back in any order, and then we do top 3 cards of all other attack modifier decks. So we'll do the 8 cards from the monster modifier deck, because again, we don't care about our attack so much at this point. Hoping, yeah. Put some bad stuff on. Wait, we have to put them back in any order? We don't even get to put some on bottom? Ugh. I mean, it's also just their level 9 card. Alright. Well, at least we got 2 of the curses. We're going to put the 2 curses on top, followed by the 2 -1s, followed by all this stuff. Okay, and then we get to do the top 3 cards for all of their decks. There we've already got 3, but here we get 3. Well, I guess it's interesting to know that that's coming. I'm not going to bother putting a face up. All right. So then the wind demons go. Oh, sorry, no. We're not done. Then we're going to use our Ring of Skulls. Oh, we can't place the summon because it's actually blocking the spot. All right, I guess we're... It's actually going to be okay. The Mindthief's just going to get pulled to here and then pulled back to here. This will actually move here, attack the Mindthief, pull, and then this one will... Yeah. Whatever. I mean, the Mindthief's going to take a bunch of attacks here. Oh, they're curses. Okay, so now the Wind Demon... Oh yeah, we're never even going to get to use these because the Mindthief's actually... are disarmed here. So, Wind Demons are going to create wind. This one and this one don't do anything. This one moves to here, attacks the Mindthief. Flips a curse though. Draws the Mindthief to here. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 can hit either, but the Mindthief is lower in initiative order, so attacks the Mindthief. Also flips a curse. Mindthief back to here. Okay. That's all the Wind Demons. Then the Cragheart goes, so we're going to use the bottom of Meteor as a move 4 jump. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. Might as well just move as much as possible. And there's no real reason. Out of water again. Okay. Drakes are all still asleep, and the Sun Demons are like, wait, where'd they go? Some, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. End of the round. Triple short rest, but I'm going to quickly go refill my glass. Be right back. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. So triple short rest. Here. I mean, should I bring this back? I don't really care about attacking ever. I'm also disarmed, actually. I guess it's just another card to lose, yeah. No. And here. That's actually a stun. I can't make it to these this turn, which is actually really annoying. I don't have a move 5, right? Yeah, a stun is actually good then. So we'll re-roll. I think it's worth one life. And that's okay because teleport 4 or move 3, it's kind of the same since it's always 2 turns to the exit. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about this. Most of my cards don't matter much though. Is it Cragheart at this point? I can't really attack anyway, so. Alright. So what are we up to? Oh no, we lost our best initiative by playing that as lost. That was actually kind of stupid again. Well, whatever. It is what it is. We move 2. Move 3, we make it. If we get pulled, that's a problem. So it's probably best to just use this to move this turn. It's because I have initiative. No, that can't be best. Let's just do this to move. We can even go initiative down to 20, which actually is earlier than the Wind Demons. That's significant. Alright, so we'll just do these 2 this turn. Yeah, playing the 17 is lost, probably not correct. But whatever. We have to play like a loss that we wouldn't normally otherwise much. So this is not an empty hex. We actually can't place the meteor there. That's annoying. Yeah, so we really can't place the meteor at all. The Mindthief can make it. Yeah, Mindthief could make it this turn. I guess we can't attack anyway. But we can use our execute to kill this, actually. So yeah, let's do that. We'll just run to the exit then. Okay. And so yeah, I mean, I wish the Cragheart had like a heal or literally anything. I guess I'll play Unsavable Upheaval because there's, I suppose, a possibility. Like there's some world in which I might want to use this bottom shieldy thing. Depending on what I see that the enemies are doing. Yeah, just play it. Doesn't really matter the other card I play. Okay, here goes. Not moving, we're going before them, so that's fine. Ooh, creating Earth is actually relevant here because it'll reduce their range. That's good. Yeah, we don't actually need to use our boots. Okay, the Mindthief is up first. We're going to use the top of Cranium Overload, kill 1 normal enemy within range 4. Use that to kill this. More attacker. Lost. I'm making attack 2 target all enemies adjacent to the kill target, but I actually can't do that because I'm disarmed. And then I do a move 4 jump with feedback loop. 1, 2, 4. And I'll just go ahead and use my boots of striding to go 6. Alright. Done there. So next up is the Cragheart at 13. So definitely not doing the shieldy thing. We'll create Earth. I'll use Rock Slide. Drop some rocks. Come off here. Out of the way. There we go. And then I'll use the bottom of Unstable Upheaval as a default move 2, moving to here. Alright, Sun Demons go. They're just doing some healing. I don't really care about their health, so I'm not messing around with that. Miner goes. Couldn't vis ourselves, but that would cost us another turn. So correct. We're going to use the bottom of Void Snare as a default move 2. I guess them having reduced range doesn't really change anything here. Can't afford to get pulled. Oh no. Wait. No, I can, because I can short rest, get the teleport 4 back. Then we can't have good initiative while doing it. Because I can consider, I guess I can stun one of them, and then, yeah, create them. But this one's all, no, this one's not going to get to attack. Okay, yeah, this works. All right. Oh no, I'm stunning one of them anyway. This, so I don't have to Warhammer this turn. I can actually Warhammer them next turn, maybe. So I actually need, oh, this is actually getting annoying to get there. I really should not have played that card at 17. Okay, so we just move 2 with the bottom of Void Snare to there. And then we're going to use the top of Dimensional Transfer to stun in his, I guess this one's not, wait, hold on. We're actually pushing all adjacent enemies. I actually want this one to push me. So I'm actually going to stun invis this one. And they're consuming Earth. Yeah, so, and then I'm going to use the skulls. gonna lead to that getting attacked here though. Dying. Maybe it's better to have that possibility of using the Ring of Skulls next turn. No, I guess I can actually place the Ring of Skulls here, because this will still focus me, because I was next to it at the beginning of the turn. It'll push me away, but then next turn, one of them, the first attacker at least, will attack this. Trying to think. No, I think it is correct to actually summon it. Yeah. So we'll place our summon right here. Okay, so the Wind Demons go. So this one can't reach us. This one is stunned and invis. So this one pushes us 1 to here and attacks us. Disarmed, so it's going to attack us. 5 minus 1, so we take 4 damage. I probably actually should have just attacked with the Warhammer because it would also have given 1. Well, so it didn't break on around. Okay, so these two have nothing to do. So it's us. I'm gonna short rest. I just want the initiative so that I can go before they get pulled. So I have to keep the 30. I want here. So reroll. Actually, yeah, I can only do this. So we play this for initiative. Play this because I guess it allows me to move. I guess I get pulled 1 somehow. I think this can happen before I go. I can actually drop the meteor to like prevent some pulls as well. Let's see. Something like this. Fine. Mindthief. Our cards aren't there. I guess the range disarm can maybe. Okay, here goes. Okay, so we're going to use our Boots of Speed to go from 30 to 20 on the Mindthief's first at 11. We're going to begin by using the top of Empathetic Assault, attack 4, range 5, disarm. 1, 2, 4, targeting elite Wind Demon there. Oh yeah, we know we have this giant rolling modifiers coming. Alright, so we have plus 4 damage. I'm not going to bother with it. Most significant thing is that we added a disarm here. Boom. And we're just going to stick. Sun Demon still doing nothing. Then the miner goes at 30. Going to so here it goes at 20. We're going to use Ethereal Vortex bottom here. Yeah, other than that, nothing really matters. All right. So this is kind of an interesting question, right? So this is one of those times where I asked about whether scenarios end immediately or not. Because it's a little bit weird. Does the scenario end right now or do we finish the round? Why do I ask this? Because escape occurs when all characters are either standing on exit A or have become exhausted while standing on an exit A. It doesn't say at the end of a round. If any character becomes exhausted while not occupying an exit A, the scenario is lost. So does the scenario end right now or does the round continue? This could actually have a meaningful implication here, right? Although it doesn't really make sense for the reason that if we then got pulled off of the exit, right? But so then what happens exactly? So we like triggered the end condition now, and if we get pulled off the exit, the scenario still ends at the end of the round. You know what I mean? Because like actually, when one of these kills this, then this one will actually come and pull someone off. But again, I don't. I mean, we can see. I'm pretty sure that we've. I mean, all right. I believe that it ends at the end of the round, but we've triggered the end condition, so we successfully complete it anyway, even though I guess the condition's no longer met, but it does say the escape occurs when this happens, so it's a little bit weird. Anyway, yeah, so the Wind Demons are going to attack. We already know what their attacks are going to be. So this one's going to attack and kill the skeleton. This one... No, it does have line of sight, yeah. Would attack the Diviner. Oh no, flipping a +0. Yeah, I would believe that that's correct as well. So we would take 5 damage or something, and then this one back here, I don't believe can reach. Hold 1. And from there, we'll also attack the Diviner, and we'll just get a card from hand. Boom. Assuming they don't exhaust you while off the exit. Yeah, well, we don't become exhausted, so we're fine. All right, successful completion. The heist strategy worked. And yeah, nothing. Whew. All right, so let's have a quick look at the cards we played with today. So first we get Beat the Scenario, which is going to give us 2 major power potions. Item 40. Don't mind those. We have one of these to the Diviner, one to the Cragheart, and we'll figure it out tomorrow how we're going to work out. In worst case scenario, we can straight up replace our miners with these majors. Board, not getting check marks, experience. I guess we probably get a little bit of gold as well. Let's see how much gold we would gain. It is 6 per coin. So we gain 12 gold here. Gain 18 gold here. Gain no gold. All right. What's up? And all those beautiful cards stacked on the top of our deck for nothing. All right. So let's have a look at what we play with this time and see how it compares to the other stuff we normally play with. And we'll do this again tomorrow as well. So, I mean, this is definitely the only one scenario I can do today. My throat is already a bit sore. I've drank 3 times as much as I normally do here, doing my best, and I've done an okay job of keeping it in decent shape, but yeah, I will certainly be back tomorrow. All right. Anyway, though, let's quickly take a look. I guess I can just stop the VOD here. No, I guess this might be interesting for the VOD. All right. Well, we kept Ethereal Vortex. Obviously, Ethereal Vortex was amazing here. Made the scenario significantly easier for us. This card's awesome. Love it. Void Scenario still had. And Destiny Top is so good. As expected, to be honest. A little bit better even than expected. Very, very powerful card. But, I mean, at the same time, Planner Fisher was even better than expected and was already expected to be very good. It's just like a crazy good card. So yeah. I think this is still the better card, but this is really, really good. I guess it depends on your party. Maybe a little bit more than anything, which is good. You have like some serious damage dealers in your party already. Maybe it's better to just take Hand of Destiny and be able to stack their decks. Like a 4-player party with like 2 like very real damage dealers, right? I'm thinking of like a couple specific classes off the top of my head. Then maybe it is better to take Hand of Destiny. But I think most of the time, in most parties, Planner Fisher is going to be better, especially in like a 3-player party like this one, because it just has so much damage. It's insane. And gives some mitigation, both through modifier flips and the model itself, which also helps you to get all the curses you get. But we still took Call of the Nether. We still Dimensional Divide, no surprise there. Yeah, Careful Attunement was fine. I mean, still don't think it's better than Dimensional Divide. I think Dimensional Divide is better. 6 initiative is significant, but 1 more movement and the shield bonus is a bit better than this. I mean, here, this was like kind of the same as the shield bonus, but it was against advantage enemies. Against non-advantage enemies, this is like half of what the shield bonus is, sort of. So yeah, I still think that this. I had Boots of Striding, I think it would be closer as well. This card, I mean, this sort of effect has still just been consistently bad from before and still now. And this heal is weird. Definitely think the level 8 card is better, and we still had Found. But well, anyway, we'll play with this again. We'll switch out a couple more cards tomorrow since we don't have to bring Ethereal Vortex next time. And yeah, we'll see how those go. I guess we're gonna bring, what is it? Curative Flux as our 7, replacing Vortex. What is the other card we can maybe bring? Since we won't have Vortex anymore, we're gonna. I don't know that there is anything. We're definitely bringing Curative Flux, and maybe that's it. It's the one other switch that we'll have. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Let's cut the